doing devotional service. As living entities, we have to accept some authority because we're dependent. And everybody does accept some authority. As Prabhupada pointed out to Professor Kotovsky in Russia when he visited there, that you accept Lenin, we accept Krishna. And the recent appearance of Krishna, according to the Srimad Bhāgavatam, is Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. In the Adi Lila, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada says that one who accepts Lord Jagannath as the Lord of the universe and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the universal guru will be properly guided. So what was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's main direction or directive? When Tapana Miśra, who was a very elevated person and had great intelligence, got tangled up in understanding what was the goal of life, because he was so adept at studying various literatures that he got confused. And then he couldn't ascertain what the goal of life was because there were so many different opinions. And they all sounded reasonable to some degree. So then he had a dream, and a brāhmaṇa came to him in a dream and said, you should meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ask him. So Tapana Miśra the next day awakened, and then he met Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, who happened to be in his area at that time. And he submitted himself to Chaitanya Mahāprabhu and said, I've lost my way, I don't know what to do. There's so many opinions. And Chaitanya Mahāprabhu told him that he should chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Because it's the Yuga Dharma. It's also one process through which the Bhāgavatam says one can directly see the Supreme Personality of Godhead and understand everything. There's nothing left out of the process of chanting. So there are many examples given throughout the Chaitanya Charitamrita and the Srimad Bhāgavatam, which point us to this system of chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. So we can remember these various incidents, especially Tapana Miśra, a very qualified person but was confused about the goal of life. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the simple instruction, chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, which he did. And he also told him to go to Varanasi, which no one could understand at the time because Varanasi was full of Mayavadis and he was a new bhakta. He just signed up for the Hare Kṛṣṇa movement, and then he was sent off to the land of Mayavadis. And even the author said, who can understand Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu? But Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu knew that he would be there later to preach to Prakashananda Saraswati. He had it all in mind. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also has in mind what's going to be our trajectory and the ways in which he can help us and position us. So if we accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the universal guru and just chant Hare Kṛṣṇa as he's suggested, it's good enough. Everything will be complete. So we can feel confident that this process of chanting japa, just hearing the holy name and chanting it, is a perfect process. And if you have some other authority, you can bring and put it forward and say, well, somebody else says this. But the preponderance of evidence is towards chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa and taking shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. So let us chant the Panchatattva Mahamantra, and then we'll chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. And today, there are a few special events. So just after greeting of the deities, we're going to have Guru Puja. And then we'll have Bhāgavatam class till 9:30. And there will be a memorial for Rasika Shekhar Prabhu, and then also some announcements. And Gita Champions starts at 10:30. Hare Kṛṣṇa. Jai Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Kṛṣṇa. So it's a Saturday morning. It's cold and dark. Most people slept in this morning. I'm saying most people in Silicon Valley. How come you didn't sleep in? And what were you thinking when you were getting ready to come and chant japa? Like, what was your motivation? Why did you come in here? Hansapriya. This is called Guya Makyati Prachiti, revealing one's mind in confidence.
Hare Krishna. Because it's so dark and damp in my heart. So I had a choice to awakening by coming here and, reviving myself, or just stay in dark and damp and continue to sleep. So I was thinking about the choice that we have, that how much Krishna gives us this free will, but that's where we want to exercise it, to sleep in or to wake up and come here. So today is my off from the deity worship, and so I was thinking, this is I need my worship to continue in my heart, and that will come from this chanting. So that's why it made me get up from the cold and come here.
And this, all these things came through your head while you were getting ready, right?
Yeah. It's coming from yesterday, so that's why I said, I got to make this priority.
Okay, it's good. It's good to know what everyone's thinking. Mukaravind.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj. So I had opportunity to, yesterday I pinged Achyut Chaitanya Prabhu and he told that I can pick. So I was very much looking forward to have a car ride with him and get his association. So I was all looking about that association of devotees.
With who?
Achyut Chaitanya Prabhu.
Oh, that is a big deal. And so why were you looking forward to it? I mean, wouldn't it be easier just to sleep in?
Yeah, it's rare time to have association of Vaishnavas. That's what I realized. Like, life is so busy with so many priorities in our life, and whenever we can get some personal time with Vaishnavas, especially advanced Vaishnavas, we should take opportunity. And the best time I found is the car time, where we can.
Okay.
We can.
Okay. We want to hear about the mental struggle, if any, you went through getting here today. What kind of battle did you go through? What were you thinking? What was the benefit of coming here?
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj, nice to see you. I missed you guys. It's hard, like every day, you go, mostly for me, I'm mostly at work, and if you try to talk about spiritual spiritual matters, people look at you strange. But here, we could express ourselves openly, and also it's mostly the association and being around people who know more than I do.
And so you were seeing the two sides, sleep in or come in? Could you
there was only come in, there was no sleep in.
Okay, that's good. It's a hun.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Guru Maharaj, honest answer because of you.
Hare Kṛṣṇa. Lucky for me. Okay. Prabhu, did you have a point? Anyone else? Were you going to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to, actually I was about to say the same thing. Because now, since you're traveling so much, now I have started to realize that it is very rare to get your association. And having this japa together with so many devotees. So I thought it's a golden opportunity and I should not miss it. So that was the reason.
Thank you, Prabhu. Oh, there's a lot. Okay.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Guru Maharaj, I was planning to sleep in, but other devotees in the apartment, they woke up and
yeah.
So I could not sleep in. And
that's why we live in ashrams, because I can directly recall going on traveling Sankirtan soon after I joined the temple in San Francisco, and we went to Los Angeles, myself and Bhāgavatam Prabhu, and slept on the floor in the brahmacharya ashram. And come 3:30, they would mop the floor. And I just remember it was 3:31 and I felt a mop going right by my head. Okay. One more over here? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam Jai Srila Prabhupada. Actually, every day I'm doing only for namesake or count sake, I'm doing chanting. I really want to take advantage to immerse myself in chanting with all of you. And the biggest thing is to come at this early hour. My Prabhu is willing to drive me, all of us. So I want to take advantage and chant with all of you. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it's a very deliberate thing you're doing because you have to get up and out. There's a lot of arrangements to be made. You have to move heaven and earth across the freeway. It's no small feat to come here. We vote with our feet. Hari will take the last one. Hari Murli.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj. So my reason is a little bit funny because at my age, when it comes Friday, either my coworkers or my friends my age will be like, "What sort of things are you going to do this weekend? Like any parties, any wild stuff?" And then I often think, "Oh, what do I do this weekend?" And I thought the best way to start my weekend is to have a devotional party and to be here and dance and chant with you all.
Hey, what could be more wild than a Hare Kṛṣṇa party? I was thinking the same thing last night because I went for an evening walk up Burlingame Avenue, and I saw a lot of revelers there, and I could sense their mood, which was, "Hey, we're sleeping in tomorrow. It doesn't matter what we do tonight." And I was thinking, I'm not sleeping in, and why aren't I? So that, the thought process was there because I have some inkling about the importance of utilizing the time that we have. And most people don't have that. They just have a pattern they're following, not really thinking it out very well, what best investment they can make in themselves. Thank you very much for sharing. I think it's very helpful to hear what everyone's thinking. Jai Śrī Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Hare Kṛṣṇa. That's the last comment, and that is everyone, as I began this morning, follows in the footsteps of someone. The first Back to Godhead magazine I received stated that we're following in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu. So every living entity has to follow in somebody's footsteps. And by following Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, one can analyze, says Kaviraj Goswami, if you put a scientific research into it, if you put some research into it, you can decide who Chaitanya Mahāprabhu is and what he's teaching, if that's the best person to follow. And if you can become clear on that, then your path in life becomes clear. And just as some last comments, what did you gain by coming in this morning? Anything that you're taking away? One name you heard? One impression you got?
Always guiding us and leading us in our japa practice, Guru Maharaj. I was thinking about this concept of authority that you mentioned. And I came because I've accepted you and Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnavacharyas as my authority. So I just want to be as close to you as possible and just see you and hear from you on spiritual life so I can improve myself. And I was thinking of authority, and I saw the word author inside of it. And I was thinking, the authors that we read, the people that we read their books, are the people we accept as our authority. So I was also, in my mind, committing to reading more of your writings and more of Srila Prabhupada's writings, and just thinking how to increase our authority so that other people will see us as authorities in spiritual life would be to produce more books and to author more works. And it's known that to be perceived as an authority, it's good to have books. So I was thinking a humble request to write many books for us to follow in your footsteps and to learn about Krishna consciousness. And that's one thing I took away, is this concept of authority and being an author to try to bring more people to Krishna.
Thank you very much. Prabhu?
One thing that I was thinking during the chanting was resetting ourselves. Resetting.
Reset button.
Yeah.
Kayla Kunja Kumari said once that there's nothing that can't be fixed by turning it on and turning it back on, off and then back on again.
Yeah. Yesterday, the same thing happened with my laptop. It was not working properly, so I just restarted it. And last 1 week was very crazy in the office. So once the rounds are not getting over after 9 o'clock, then it's just for namesake I was feeling. And today morning when I was chanting, I was just trying to pray that if I just get up in the morning and I try to complete my rounds before 8, then it will be good chanting for sure.
Jai.
I was just thinking that if I can just do that simple thing, it will be...
That's nice. I like the simple concept of reset. Anyone? Last comment? Prabhu? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Mayank.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, you asked what we are taking away. So what I am personally taking away is a firm faith in the process of chanting Hare Krishna. Like that faith has to be reinvigorated every time. And this session was really helpful in doing that for me.
Jai. Thank you. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, Shri Panchatattva, Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev, if you so desire, please give us unflinching faith in Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu and allow us to follow in his footsteps every day. Thank you for considering our request. Which reminds me that when we were in Vrindavan, we went to Imlital. It was one of the nicest places we went. And all the devotees had to crowd in one little place. Imlital is the tamarind tree under which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to chant every day. He'd walk from a Kura Ghat early in the morning and he'd sit down under this tree and he'd chant until late morning, just by himself, chanting japa. And when we all sat there and the sun was coming up, we were feeling the potency of just following in the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that this is what he did, this is what we do. And this, if we find the right authority in life and we're able to follow in the footsteps, then our life becomes perfect. We're living entities, so we can't know everything, but we can use our doubting process to come to find a proper authority to follow. And when we have that, then we can make great progress in life, especially if it's Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Everyone agrees with the prayer I said a few minutes ago. Please say Hare Kṛṣṇa. Vanchakalpataruscha kripasindhave cha patitanam bhavatibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.